welcome! This character profile video is for the class Windwalker. And what you'll see is all of her skills, the top 8 PVE and PVP skills that I recommend, her skill combos, her enhancements, her player card, and a gameplay video. So without further ado, I bring you the class Windwalker. Here we go. And welcome to the skills page. If you're new to my character profile videos, allow me to introduce the interface. On the far left are all of her skills. On the far right are all the specials that go with the skills. Then the column charges is how many times you can use the skill. And then hits is how many times the skill will hit a creature or opponent. And then damage-PVE is the highest percentage damage that skill will do against a creature in the world. And damage-PVP is the highest percentage damage that skill will do against another player's character. And of course you have the passive at the bottom. So a few things to tell you about on this slide, and that is on the right where you're in the specials area. I highlighted max 2 attacks and max 3 attacks and 4 attacks green, because what that means is, if let's just take Vorpal Daggers, the first one at the top, if you tap on that skill, it'll perform its move once. But max 2 attack means you have the maximum of 2 times you can attack if you held the button down. So holding the button down when you're attacking will attack twice, and then all the other ones the same thing. And even the Camasylvian S Mastery, the basic attack that you have, if you held that down, she would attack 4 times. So that's what max attacks mean. Super armor, that's the legend in the bottom left for it's not applied in arena. That also goes with the forward guard for the skill Wind Slicer. And that is about it. So take a moment to look at this slide, and when you're ready, we'll go to the top 8 PVE skills that I recommend. Here we go. And welcome to the Pve Skill Slide. So what I've done is I've taken all of the skills and I've organized it according to the column of damage-PVE. And it's from the highest damage from the top all the way down. And why is it highlighted in green is because we can only take 8 skills in at a time. And so I highlighted the top 8 skills recommended for you. It's just a requirement. It's a recommendation, so you don't have to do it, but it's hey, if you're new and you're wondering what skills should I do and try these skills I've highlighted for you, knowing that Rupture is your highest damaging skill. So, and then Cyclonic Fury, and so on and so forth. So I did the math for you so that you can see, oh, hey, thanks. I will assign those and check those out and see how I like them. And that is the point of it all, is for you to get comfortable with your character enough to see what you like and how you like to attack creatures or other opponents in the world. So take a moment to look this over, and when you're ready, we will move on to the top 8 PvP skills that I recommend. Here we go. And welcome to the PvP slide. What I've done is I've taken all the skills and I've organized it according to the column of damage-PVP, from the highest percentage all the way down to the lowest. And Rupture is still your highest percentage damaging skill. So you know about all the other color coding on the right hand side in specials from the PvE slide. So let us go over a few things. First of all, people who do PvP, they want to start an attack with super armor. And some people don't want to be bound by, oh, I can't use super armor in arena for this skill, but I can for this one. Just tell me the one skill that'll give me super armor so I can adjust around it, and that is Gale Harvest. That is your highest damaging skill that gives you super armor in arena, and then Wind Knife, and then Wind Rider. So those 3 skills And what people usually do is they'll start out with super armor and then high damaging skills like Rupture and Ethereal Blast, and then they will cycle back to the Gale Harvest to get their super armor refreshed. So that's usually what they do, and that would be the advice for you as well. Now, let us talk about the passive. I've adjusted or changed the definition next to the word passive so it's a little more understanding. Using the skills Wind Knife, Gale Harvest, and X Strike activates the passive for 15 seconds. So what we're going to do is cut to a quick video where I show you what happens when you use those skills. So give me a moment to cue that up. Here we go. Alright, and here we are. We gonna bring up the character page and tap one over, and what you're looking at is critical damage. This number is going to change, and move speed. I thought attack speed, but no, it's move speed. So these are the visual indicators that your passive is active, and these are the 3 skills that enable it. So now that he's dead, let's go back and check how our stats have changed. And there it is. Critical damage is now 180 and move speed is now 20. It would have been 30, but our max is 20%. And there you go, you saw it change back. So one more thing I want to show you, that I will read the passive to you, but I wanted you to see this first, is the move speed. You see how she moved? Now you see how she moves after using one of those 3 skills. It was pretty fast. So let us go ahead and go back to the PvP slide and we will explain the passive in detail. Here we go. And welcome back. So unlike a lot of the other characters where there's a visual indicator that your passive is active, this one is purely stats driven and behind the scenes. So you just need to know that it's active, and that is the proof. But for passive, here's what it is. It increases your move speed by 30%. It increases PvP damage dealt by 10%. Increases all skill damage by 10%. You're immune to decreasing your AP and DP. It increases maximum critical hit damage by 30%. That's what you saw, the 150 to 180. Decreases Wind Knife cooldown by 0.5 seconds. It's a slight change. I wish they would have bumped that up a little bit more, but yeah. And accelerate when running, and you saw that. So sure, her running speed is increased, but they're trying to tell you that it's accelerated when your passive is active. And again, Wind Knife, Gale Harvest, and X Strike activate your passive all the time, just tapping on one of them. So take a moment to look at this, and when you're ready, we're going to move into the skill combos. Here we go. And welcome to the skill combo slide. So the way that this works is when you're in the game and you see and you tap on your skills and you look over to the left and down, you'll see a small icon that looks like a magnifying glass. So if you tap on that, you will bring this up, the list of skill combos. And the way this works is it's a recommendation from Pearl Abyss on how you can chain together your skills to get a lot of good combos going on. So for example, if you read this kind of backwards, like from bottom to top maybe, if you started out evading, then they can chain that into Wind Knife, and then the Wind Knife could chain into Ethereal Blast or Vorpal Daggers. So that's like a 2-hit combo right there, starting off of evasion. Or if you start out with Gale Harvest like I recommended, they're suggesting you move to Rupture, and then from Rupture you would use Ethereal Blast. And then from there you can evade and move into Wind Knife, and Wind Knife to Ethereal Blast, and so on and so forth. This should give you an idea of what they're trying to show you with skill combos. So when you're ready, go ahead and take a look at this, and we will move on to the Enhancements for the Windwalker. Here we go. And welcome to the Enhancement slide. If you are new to this slide, allow me to introduce the interface. On the far left are all of her skills. On the far right is the branch damage connected to those skills. And then the 4 columns in the middle, the first one, second, and fourth, are things that happen for your character. The third column are things that happen to the creature or opponent you are fighting. So first things first, all of these enhancements do need to be unlocked, and some of them you can unlock with just silver, and others require a skill level to unlock to be able to reach it, pay the silver, and unlock it. So if you see that this enhancement has a red number next to it, that means it's a level that you have to reach. Now, how do you get to that level? If you fight in the world of Elion or Hadum in treasure chests that drop, you'll see skill books. And you just learn these skill books. It's random, but when they apply to the skills that you're wanting to focus on, or the enhancements, it'll definitely get you up there so you can unlock the level and pay the silver, and then you're on your way to unlocking all of the enhancements. Do not worry. If you want an example, on one of them for like a level 2, it was like 3 skill books, which is very doable to get. So don't worry. And I wanted to explain, if you look at Ethereal Blast, all the way over to the right where it says heal 110 HP per hit, no additional attack, the heal is colored differently because it doesn't apply in Path of Glory. So just be aware of that. Take a moment to look at all this, and when you're ready, we'll move on to the player card. Here we go. And welcome to the player card slide. So what I've done is I've taken all the slides that you've seen previously and put them all in on one screen. It's like a baseball card. So it's meant for people who know my character profile videos and they see this new character or a character they're interested in. They can come here and then go look it all over. They could print it out and take it with them and just really see all the details that has changed or things that they like about the character. So allow me to introduce the interface. At the top is the top 8 PVE and PVP skills that I recommended, and to the right of it is something new. It's called Immobilization. Anytime you stun, knock down, freeze, or knock up in the air your opponent, you're immobilizing them. It takes a while for them to get back up, which means you can get a few hits in. So Ethereal Blast is your highest immobilization skill. And if you look down on skills where Ethereal Blast is, it is a knock up on hit and a knock back on hit. So of course that has recently changed, but that is the 2 things that you can do against your opponent. And the more mobilizations you throw at an opponent, the more chances you may just catch them where they are on the ground and get those extra hits. So once again, below all of that is skills and then enhancements, and then here is the definition for forward guard and super armor. Forward guard means incoming damage will either be 0 or heavily reduced, and super armor means incoming damage will be reduced, and the effects that immobilize you, like stun, knockdown, freeze, etc., will not happen for a duration of time. This is why people who play PvP get their super armor in first, a few skills, and then refresh their super armor again, so that they know it's always with them, so somebody else can't catch them off guard and knock them on the ground and get in those couple hits. So take a moment to look at all this. The music is gonna change where we go into the gameplay video for the Windwalker. Here we go. And welcome to the gameplay video. Before we get started, let's show you where we're at. We're over here in Balanos, and we're at Kron Castle entrance, and we're here, well, like I've always said, because we like it here. Their CP is 2519 and we are 4252. She'll be fine. So what we'll do is we'll use our auto path that we always use, and she will fight for 2, maybe 3 minutes, which time we will go back to town. I'll give my outro and say thank you. Let's make sure that all of the skills are ready to go, and let's go ahead and hit that auto path. There we go. So, without further ado, I give you the class Windwalker. Here we go. Just about ready to head back to town. Just get in a few more kills. There we go. There we are. So, while we head back to town, allow me to take this moment to say thank you. Thank you very much for watching my videos. If you like my videos, please subscribe, like, share, let people know. I'm always making more videos and I'm happy to do it. So let's go ahead and just move the camera around and zoom in and get her in a really nice display for our Windwalker, and we'll have her give a wave. Go ahead and wave to us. There we go. And once again, thank you. Thank you very much, and you have yourself a great day. Take care. Bye now.